Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about the nested class in Python, or we can say inner class in Python. What is the meaning of the nested class or inner the class? Means a class inside a class that is called the nested or the inner class. So let's understand it with an example. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to create a one class, and this class name I'm giving as in company. Now this class has one constructor, and that is this in itself, and it take one parameter called name. And here what I'm going to do, I'm going to print it self dot name. So self dot name, and here I'm going to give any name means which is coming. So this is the method, means constructor I have created. Now the thing is here what I'm doing, let's create one method, and that's the tab show company. So this method I have created and self, because it's an instance method, and I'm going to print the name means, so let's print company name, and here I'm just saying self dot name. In that case, when I will try to create the object of this class, so what I will do, I'll create an object, so comp or cmp equal to company, and here cmp dot show company. And at point of this time, okay, first we have to pass the company name, so I'm passing .NET Office. So let's run this first. When I run this we are seeing the name which we are seeing. So we are showing all the company information. Now what I want to show the employee information as well. So there are different ways. Either I can pass in this as in constructor, I can pass what is the company name either with the loop or anything, or I can create a different module or different class, then with the object we can manage. Or what we can do, we can create a different class, another class inside this class. So at a time, all the related class will be at the same position. So how we can do that? So what I can do, here what I will do, I'll create another class, and this class name I will give as an employee. And inside this one, let's create its constructor as well. So for this also we can create a constructor. Now it will take some parameter like emp name, and we can have like emp id. So these two I can take here. Now this we can print self dot emp name is equal to emp name, and self dot emp id is equal to emp id. So these are the two things. And here what I'm going to do, I'm going to define method called show employee, and here this is the method, and here what I'm going to do, I'm going to print, and let's do, and inside this one employee name, and let's define it as a self dot employee name, and comma employee id is self dot employee id. So this I'm going to show. In that case, okay, first let's create one more method, and here what I'm going to do, I'm going to create def, and I'm saying access company. So this method also I'm creating, and inside this one what I'm going to do, first let's keep this method as it is, and I'm going to just print empty. I'm not doing anything extra. So what I have done, first I have created a company method, company class. Inside that we have constructor and one method, and inside that we have created another class. Now the thing is, this class, how we can access this class? So there are two ways. This class will be accessible using the self only, because it is inside this one. So what I will do here, I can do self dot emp equal to employee. So can we do like this? So directly we cannot get it. How we have to get it? We have to use the self dot employee. So this is the way we can access it. Now everything of this method or anything of this class will be accessible through this one. How we can access? So currently we are having the name and we are passing like this employee. How we can get? So to get that, how we can do? So cmp dot emp you can see, and inside that show employee you can get. Now what will happen? This method, okay, so currently if I will put a break here brackets, here what we have to do, we have to pass the name. So for an example, here I'm saying the abc comma 1, and it is automatically taking. Either you can take these variable through this also, that is also fine. When I will run this, you are seeing it is calling both the method, means company name as .NET Office and employee name. So it is coming like this. Or like currently we are calling it with the parent object, or what you can do, you can just write cmp dot employee, and here you can directly call that employee. So here what we have to do now, so here not with the object, what I'm trying to say is, if I want to directly call this one, then how we can do? You can directly call with this. So cmp dot employee, so this is the class. Now we have to pass the parameter. For an example, here I'm just passing like the employee name is xyz, and the employee id I'm just passing 2, and from here emp dot show employee you can directly call like this also. When I will run this, you are seeing it is calling as expected. So this method we are calling with the parent object, and this what we are doing, we are just directly creating an object of this employee and then we are calling it. So this is the way also we can do it. Now what will happen? Okay, another thing is, if you want to call any method from here, you can directly call from here as well. How? Self dot and emp dot and show employee. That is the also way you can just directly call it. Just the thing is, you have to pass the parameter. So currently it is not expecting anything because we are in the constructor itself, we are passing this one. If both the like this one and this one has the same method name also, but we can differentiate. Obviously the reason is with the object, with the self only. So this is the way the nested class works. Means we have the parent class, inside that it has their respective like constructor, method, variable, anything. If you want to create the inner class or the nested class, just inside this one create another class and create their respective logic. The way of calling is will be the parent object. Through the parent object only you can call either this way, means directly call that class inside this what I say the constructor, or directly you can call the object also. Through that also you can do it. So this is the way we can create the nested classes in Python. So that's it for this video. If you have any question and doubt, please comment. Thank you.